Hey guys, welcome back here to Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys swinging by the channel for today's video. And I've got a little bit of a different video, guys, today. A lot of you all have been with me for a long time on the YouTube channel for almost 6 years now. Formed a lot of friendships over YouTube and social media that I'm definitely grateful for. And I sort of want to give you guys, I want to, share something with you guys in today's video. Some stuff I've have went through in the past few years to sort of maybe give you get to know me a little bit better, because a lot of you guys that watch the YouTube videos, I think a lot of people sort of form an opinion of somebody without really knowing what's going on with them. So I just wanted to share something with you guys because I think you guys deserve to hear it, being loyal followers and viewers of the channel before. First of all, before I get started, I just want to let you guys know how grateful that I am for everything right now, guys. Extremely grateful. I want to get into that. But about 15 years ago, I went through an extremely difficult period of my life. Without getting into details or talking about it too much, I'm just going to say I lost everything I had, basically. I lost everything I'd worked for my whole career. It was really a combination of a lot of things. Sort of a perfect storm came together, and basically I lost about everything I had 15 years ago. And things started to turn around a few years after that. And one of the first things that turned it around for me, guys, was having an opportunity and developing a friendship and a partnership with Bridgeford Foods Corporation. You guys have seen my hat forever. I wear it all the time. Guys, I can't tell you how grateful I am for Bridgeford. They came along as just like a gift from the universe. They came along at the exact right time in history, and they really got me back on my feet. The gratitude that I have for that company is like, I'll always have it. It's just such an incredible company, such a great group of individuals, family-owned business that have been in the business since the 1930s, impeccable character. If you guys want to support somebody that's good to the sport, support Bridgeford Food Products. They're just incredible. And then I slowly started getting back up on my feet over the next few years. And the big turning point for me, guys, I'll just admit it, was when I met my wife, Kim, back in 2016. That's where things really started to turn around for me, as far as getting back on my feet. Because what happened is right about this whole time that Kim and I met, everything sort of started to fall apart in bass fishing. It's like the industry got extremely tough. It's like the tournament payouts were going through the roof. The tournament payouts were dropping, and the tournament entry fees were going through the roof. There was more tournaments. It was competitive, and it got to be about 2016, 2017, 2018. It got to be so tough in the sport for a lot of different reasons that it was almost next to impossible to make a living as a professional tournament fisherman. And I had done it for, 30 years. And guys, it just so happened that being at the right place at the right time, I got into YouTube. And what happened is, I think it was about 2019, I was really struggling, as a tournament angler. Even though I had the support of Bridgeford Food, which was incredible to have, it is so expensive to fish tournaments, guys. It's unbelievable. It's such a money pit as far as on the national level. So, I was getting by, but I wasn't getting ahead at all. And I had a family to support and all that type of stuff. So I was trying to figure out some way to bring some more value to my sponsors. And that's about the time social media was starting to kick in. And I started a YouTube channel. And what had happened with that is I was visiting with David Dudley. This was before I knew I was starting to hear about some guys making YouTube videos. David Dudley was one of the first guys I talked to that actually had a YouTube channel. And he told me that, he goes, yeah, I'm making about $500 a month off of YouTube. And I'm thinking, that'd be awesome. That'd make a truck payment or something like that. It's like, I've got to start a YouTube channel because it's going to be a good exposure for my fishing, and it's going to be, maybe a little bit of an income. But David told me, he goes, yeah, I make about $500 a month on it, but he goes, it's so much work. He goes, I don't even know if it's worth it. He goes, I spend so much time on it that it's like, you don't even make minimum wage off of it. So I started the YouTube channel, and I didn't start the YouTube channel with the intention of like it getting very big. I just wanted it like, having a Facebook page or an Instagram page, just another way to help promote my sponsor products. So about the time that I started YouTube, I tried to figure out, and I tried to do all the YouTube. I watched other YouTube videos, and I got a GoPro camera, and I started filming videos, just of whatever. I was just sort of, trying to figure out, wait around what to do. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any tech savvy, and I couldn't get that dang GoPro to work. It's like I put the GoPro on my boat. It was about 2019 or so, and I put it on my boat, and it always frees up. Videos weren't doing very good, and it's like I'd spend half a day filming something, and then the camera would mess up, and I'd lose all my videos. So finally I said, heck with it. I'm just going to start filming on a cell phone. So I started filming my videos on a cell phone, which didn't freeze up on me, and I still do today. I still film my videos on a cell phone. And about that time that I started with the cell phone, and I started sort of figuring out what people liked and didn't like in videos, that's about the time the COVID pandemic hit. And the COVID pandemic, it basically, if you were in YouTube at the time the COVID pandemic started, your YouTube channel really took off, because people, they weren't going anywhere. They were watching a lot of YouTube videos, and my channel just exploded during the COVID years. A lot of guys did. A lot of YouTubers exploded at that time, and it grew really, really fast, really, really quick. Of course, the last 2 or 3 years, it's flattened off for everybody. There's so much saturation and competition in the YouTube genre that nobody sees growth like we did during the COVID years, including myself with it. And as a result, that channel grew and grew and grew, where it basically became, my full-time job that allowed me to provide a lot of benefit to my sponsors, because the YouTube, it allowed me to reach more people than my tournament fishing ever did. Guys, it's like I get 10 million views a month on my social media stuff, and guys, for the last 30 years before I got into social media, you're just talking about thousands of views. Maybe not even that a month. I mean, you're talking about a tiny, tiny fraction of the views and the impressions that you can give for a sponsor through tournament fishing. So tournament fishing, YouTube, what it did for me, it allowed me to reach more people and provide more of a benefit to my sponsors than if I would win the Bassmaster Classic every year. Literally, guys, I could have won the Bassmaster Classic for 15 years in a row, and I still would not reach as many people as I do right now through my social media. So YouTube has been an incredible gift for me to give back to my sponsors and help promote their products, and in return help provide and make me a living for my family. So I just want to let you guys know how unbelievably grateful I am for all that. I'm grateful for Bridgeford Foods. I'm grateful for my wife Kim, my family that we started together. I'm grateful for the YouTube. I'm grateful for everybody that watches the YouTube videos. And I know sometimes I come across a lot of people say I'm negative and I complain and I whine a lot. That's just me venting frustration on things that are going on in the fishing industry. But I just wanted to take a second to do a video to let you guys know how unbelievably I'm grateful to still be able to have an impact in the sport, and to be able to transition my career from a full-time professional tournament angler into, I still fish tournaments and I still love to fish tournaments, but I have an influencer role. That's what I am, is I'm a social media influencer, and that's what this sport has turned into. It's just like a friend of mine that's sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. He was at their big marketing meeting last year, I think, at Bass Pro Shop. And they were telling him basically that, hey, you guys aren't pro fishermen. You guys are social media influencers that just happen to fish. And that's the pervasive shift that basically every company has had. Every single company on this planet, whether it's a non-endemic company that supports fishing, or if it's an endemic company like a tackle manufacturer or whatever, everybody realizes that social media, it is the way to promote products. It's not tournament fishing doesn't promote products anymore, guys. You don't generate sales that are sustainable over a long term for any company just through fishing tournaments. It doesn't work that way anymore. We've had a complete shift, a complete paradigm shift to social media influencers are the ones that really, push out impressions and products. So it's a changing world. And me being older like this, that's why I'm so grateful. I mean, I'm grateful for being able to be part of that and to be able to have like a second career in essence, which it is. I mean, the YouTube videos and me using tournaments in correlation with that and passing along all the knowledge that I've gained by fishing tournaments for 40 years, having this platform like YouTube to present that to you guys, it's really given me a second shot at life like that. So I just want to extend a thank you guys. Thank you very much, man, for everybody that supports Intuitive Angling, the channel here. Thank you very much for, watching the videos and coming on every day. And just wanted to share that little tidbit with you guys. So hope you're all well.